Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of today's session. We are on page 285 and go kind of halfway down the page, maybe more towards the end of the page, to ayah number 34, inshallah. Do not come near the wealth of the orphan unless intending to enhance it until they attain maturity. Honor your pledges, for you will surely be accountable for them. Give in full when you measure, and weigh with an even balance. That is the fairest and best in the end. Do not follow what you have no sure knowledge of. Indeed, all will be called to account for their hearing, sight, and intellect. And do not walk on the earth arrogantly. Surely you can neither crack the earth nor stretch to the height of the mountains. The violation of any of these commandments is detestable to your Lord. And now we're on page 286, ayah 39. This is part of the wisdom which your Lord has revealed to you, O Prophet, and do not set up any other god with Allah, O humanity, or you will be cast into hell, blameworthy and rejected. Has your Lord favored you, pagans, with sons, and taken angels as his daughters? You are truly making an outrageous claim. We have surely varied the signs in this Quran, so perhaps they may be mindful, but it only drives them further away. Say, O Prophet, had there been other gods besides him, as they claim, then they would have certainly sought a way to challenge the Lord of the throne. Glorified and highly exalted is he above what they claim. The seven heavens, the earth, and all those in them glorify him. There is not a single thing that does not glorify his praises, but you simply cannot comprehend their glorification. He is indeed most forbearing, all forgiving. When you, O Prophet, recite the Quran, we put a hidden barrier between you and those who do not believe in the hereafter. We have cast veils over their hearts, leaving them unable to comprehend it, and deafness in their ears. And when you mention your Lord alone in the Quran, they turn their backs in aversion. We know best how they listen to your recitation and what they say privately. When the wrongdoers say, you would only be following a bewitched man. See how they call you names, O Prophet, so they have gone so far astray that they cannot find the right way. And they say mockingly, when we are reduced to bones and ashes, will we really be raised as a new creation? Page 287, ayah 50. Say, O Prophet, yes, even if you become stones or iron or whatever you think is harder to bring to life. Then they will ask you, who will bring us back to life? Say, the one who created you in the first time. They will then shake their heads at you and ask, when will that be? Say, perhaps it is soon. On the day of judgment, he will call you. You will instantly respond by praising him, thinking you had remained in the world only for a little while. Tell my believing servants to say only what is best. Satan certainly seeks to sow discord among them. Satan is indeed a sworn enemy to humankind. Your Lord knows you best. He may have mercy on you if he wills, or punish you if he wills. We have not sent you, O Prophet, as a keeper over them. Your Lord knows best all those in the heavens and the earth, and we have surely favored some prophets above others. And to David we gave the Psalms. Say, O Prophet, invoke those you claim to be divine besides him. They do not have the power to undo harm from you or transfer it to someone else. Even the closest to Allah of those invoked would be seeking a way to their Lord, hoping for his mercy and fearing his punishment. Indeed, your Lord's torment is fearsome. There is not a wicked society that we will not destroy or punish with a severe torment before the day of judgment. That is written in the record. Page 288, ayah 59. Nothing keeps us from sending the demanded signs except that they had already been denied by earlier peoples. And we gave Thamud the she-camel as a clear sign, but they wrongfully rejected it. We only send the signs as a warning. And remember, O Prophet, when we told you, certainly your Lord encompasses the people. And we have made what we brought you to see as well as the cursed tree mentioned in the Quran, only as a test for the people. We keep warning them, but it only increases them greatly in defiance. And remember when we said to the angels, prostrate before Adam. So they all did, but not Iblis, who protested. Should I prostrate to the one you have created from mud? Adding, do you see this one you honored above me? If you delay my end until the day of judgment, I will certainly take hold of his descendants, except for a few. Allah responded, be gone. Whoever of them follows you, he will surely be the reward. Hell will surely be the reward for all of you, an ample reward. And incite whoever you can of them with your voice. Mobilize against them all your cavalry and infantry. Manipulate them in their wealth and children, and make them promises. But Satan promises them nothing but delusion. So when it says manipulate them in their wealth and children, okay, so wealth is obvious. It's easy to understand how wealth and money can manipulate the minds of people and draw them away from the right path. And it's easy how Satan can use it to manipulate us, because we are easily manipulated, especially when it comes to money and wealth. And because with money and wealth comes power, comes the delusion that we can do anything our hearts desire, right? So that one's easy to understand, but it says children as well. So how can Satan use our children to manipulate us, to make us stray from the right path? Well, we love, it's human nature to love and care for our children more than anything else in the world, okay? It's human nature. For the most part, for the most of us anyway, we want the best for our children. And if we don't have clear signs and clear message from Allah in order so that we can live the best lives we can and the most virtuous lives we can, and make sure our children have the best we can offer them. In other words, if we don't have the Quran to follow, then we as societies can do things such as, and this is all in our minds, for the best of our children, so that they have the best, so they are the happiest, so that they're not hurt, so that they are protected. If we don't have something like the Quran to follow, we end up doing things like allowing them to change their genders, for example, allowing them to change their sex, because changing their gender is then followed by changing their sex, which we know is impossible. But people do it because they think it's the best for their child. The child has a fleeting identity crisis, and maybe a boy might, albeit temporarily, I mean, it's a phase. It might be a phase that they're going through. Maybe the phase will last a few months, maybe a year or two, where he thinks he's a girl, for example. If we don't have clear signs from our Creator, in the form of Quran, for example, we may fall down that trap, thinking that we're doing the best for our child. We're making sure our child is happy. We want to keep our child away from depression and suicidal ideation even. And by believing that we are doing the best for our child, by letting our child divulge in this mental illness, which is the gender identity, we think we're doing the best for our child. That because a society who doesn't have these clear signs or follow these clear signs from our Creator will fall down that trap. Satan will use these things, use our children to draw us away from the right path. And that's just an example. And there's probably many others. But we care for our children. We want the best for them. But if we don't know what the best for our children is, we're going to fall for these traps set by Satan. Okay. So now, and that's why it says here, Satan makes them promises. And But Satan promises them nothing but delusion. They don't know they're being deluded. Okay, anyways, ayah number 65. Allah added, "You will truly have no authority over my faithful servants, and sufficient is your Lord as a guardian. It is your Lord who steers the ships for you through the sea so that you may seek his bounty. Surely he is ever merciful to you." Page number 289, ayah 67. When you are touched with hardship at sea, you totally forget all the gods you normally invoke except him. But when he delivers you safely to shore, you turn away. Humankind is ever ungrateful. Do you feel secure that he will not cause the land to swallow you up or unleash upon you a storm of stones? Then you will find none to protect you. Or do you feel secure that he will not send you back to a sea once again and send upon you a violent storm, drowning you for your denial? Then you will find none to avenge you against us. Indeed, we have dignified the children of Adam, carrying them on land and sea, granted them good and lawful provisions, and privileged them far above any of our creatures. Beware of the day we will summon every people with their leader. So whoever will be given their record in their right hand will read it happily and will not be wronged, even by the width of the thread of a date stone. So a date stone, a pit, it's only about this big, right? Wide, it's about that long, but wide, it's only about this wide. So that's not very wide. Sorry. So anyways, ayah 72. But whoever is blind to the truth in this world will be blind in the hereafter, and even far more astray from the right way. They definitely thought they were about to lure you away from what we have revealed to you, O Prophet, hoping that you would attribute something else to us falsely, and then they would have certainly taken you as a close friend. Had we not made you steadfast, you probably would have inclined to them a little. And then we truly would have made you taste double punishment, both in this life and after death. And you would have found no helper against us. Page number 290, ayah 76. They were about to intimidate you and drive you out of the land of Mecca, but then they would not have survived you after you had left, except for a little while. This has been our way with the messengers we sent before you, and you will never find any change in our way. That said charge. You will find never change. Sorry, I can't speak today. You will never find any change in our way. Excuse me. Sorry. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Observe the prayer from the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night and the dawn prayer, for certainly the dawn prayer is witnessed by angels. And rise at the last part of the night, offering additional prayers, so your Lord may praise you to a station of praise. And say, my Lord, grant me an honorable entrance and an honorable exit, and give me a supporting authority from yourself. And declare, the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. Indeed, falsehood is bound to vanish. We send down the Quran as a healing and mercy for the believers, but it only increases the wrongdoers in loss. When we grant people our favors, they turn away, acting arrogantly. But when touched with evil, they lose all hope. Say, O Prophet, everyone acts in their own way, but your Lord knows best whose way is rightly guided. They ask you, O Prophet, about the spirit. Say, its nature is known only to my Lord, and you, O humanity, have been given but little knowledge. If we willed, we could have certainly taken away what we have revealed to you, O Prophet. Then you would find none to guarantee its return from us. Next page, so page 291, ayah 87, it's like continuing, like a sentence, kind of. Had it not been for the mercy of your Lord, indeed his favor upon you is immense. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there for part 2, and I will see you back here for part 3, inshallah. See you soon.